Welcome to another tutorial. This is Toa Tech, and today I will be teaching you just a little bit about the layer system in GIMP. Now, this does not only apply to the GIMP, but also to things like Photoshop or any other photo editor you can think of, like the Corel Painter Studio or anything. And it's basically working with the layer system. Something not a lot of people know is that the layer system, other than giving you the option of having things on separate layers to work on them and edit them without destroying other information on other layers, it can also add a very artistic effect. So I have a little example here, and this was just something I decided to do for fun. And this can actually be turned completely different through just one layer. So if I turn off my invert layer, you can see it just inverts every single color. And basically what this is doing is utilizing a layer hierarchy to create an image that is more visually appealing depending on how you do the layer blending. What is layer blending? Well, it's basically you select a layer, go up to this little tab here, and there's a whole bunch of different ways that you can actually blend layers together. I set this one to difference, so it takes the difference of the previous layers, and if it's on, which is it's just a white image, I can actually show that just by turning off all the others. So it's just a white image, and it inverts all the colors. Now I have actually 3 white images here in total. You can see the inverter's doing its job because the other 2 are white, and now it's black. And these two, the white and the white copy, they're overlays. And what I have them set up to do is actually, oops, wrong layer. There we go. These 2 white copies here, they're overlays. They're not actual color data. What they're doing is they're just overlaying over top of it to make the image brighter. So if I took those off, you can see it darkens it. And the more I add on, the brighter the image gets. So I'm using the layers in a specific way in order to actually get the result I wanted to go for. Now another way we can actually use layers is coloring. So I'll keep the background on for now. Here's an image. It's just a flame kind of thing. I had it as a filter in GIMP under render. I believe it's nature flame. And what I did is I went to the heart section, got basically a flame. But anyway, it didn't look too interesting at first, so I decided to add a plasma layer, which if I show you right now, it's just a plasma background. You can find that under the clouds from the filter render option. And what it did is I set the plasma layer to color. So what this does is it takes basically the color data from here and uses it as a filter for black and white images. So as you can see here, this is more or less the bounds of the flame object. I did move it from the center of the screen over this way. So it's acting as just a color for whatever actual pixel is in your previous layer. So in this case, it's taking, because we have an alpha background on this flame, it's taking just the actual pixels and using the color data from here to color the image. And if you put on the background, it doesn't affect the background. So in altogether, we have an entire layer system that very quickly can take an image from being pretty boring to something very interesting. So that was a quick little tutorial on this work and how blending things can really give it more of a pop effect. If you didn't actually want to change the layers, they just stick to normal. But yeah, I encourage you to play around with these because they can do a lot of different things. Just to a quick example, if I change this to, I believe it was value, it completely changes what the image looks like. This is basically just the value, not the actual color data, but the range of black and white colors from the image. You can see difference again, it just does an overlay. Or sorry, not an overlay, more of an invert. Dissolve, and I'll just show you one more before I go. Soft light, which can kind of give it more of a, I'd say, grungy-ish type style. But I hope that could help you in some way with understanding the layer system in GIMP. So stay tuned for more tutorials, and have a good day.